Well, we're just going to slay all the tech gremlins right off the bat because it's going to be that kind of Wednesday. Hello, everybody. Welcome on into the Soul Bard Collective. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you're all doing really great. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things with today's chat for sure, whether you're live or on the replay. Do give us a little bit of a like, comment, share, subscribe. And we're looking at the chaos in our lives and whether or not we're even letting it in the building no more. The quote that originally inspired this is "Don't sabotage your peace because chaos is familiar" by Joe Gorman. And some of us whom have PTSD of any level tend to know it's harder for our brains to break certain patterns solely for the sake of our own improvement and our own help and health. Is kind of where I wanted to take that quote today. We really do, many of us whom have the PTSD don't know how to break patterns that we thought were helping us. Sometimes hermit mode's a good thing, not always. Even more so, what we learn while in hermit mode is where we can reflect and see what we're really doing to keep ourselves there. A little bit of a background on this. I never had a lot of friends growing up. Surprise, Jenna. No, not really. Part of that's because when I was little, I didn't spend a lot of time around people my age, if that makes sense. Contextualization being what it is. The youngest of my older siblings, I am the youngest. There isn't any younger after me. All of my brothers are from anywhere from 8 years to 22 years older than I am. I spent a lot of time around people whose brains were vastly more developed than mine. So I've never exactly gotten along with people in my own age group so great. Because of that, I was speaking much more formally, much more like an adult at a much younger age. And it just really, I grew up socially a lot faster. People whom are only children tend to experience this phenomenon too. And not always, but they tend to. Just there's a certain level of, even though people are around you, they're adults, you feel a little bit isolated. And I think part of me was still feeling very, 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 very used to that, even as an adult, to possibly my own detriments. And letting that go has been interesting. This reminds me also, therefore, of a quote from one of my favorite characters from Final Fantasy VII, Vincent Valentine. Yes, we're getting super nerdy. Thank you, Final Fantasy, for giving us this reference. Vincent has kind of two lines in reflection that connect to this. The first one is, "You escape from a world of illusions. I wonder which is better, the escape or the illusion," is kind of what Vincent is indicating there. And mind you, he literally has this entity called chaos that, because of circumstances that are plot-based that I won't go into, is literally living within him. And he has to contend with, does he escape from whom he became, or does he continue to accept the illusion of the world around him and thrive in it? So it's up to you which one you pick. Maybe they're just different kinds of hard. There's also a line from a song related to Vincent, Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus, Redemption by Gact. If you know this artist, he's very, very... He and Freddie Mercury probably would get along really well. They're kind of eclectic that way. And a line from that song translated into English goes on to say, "I'll flap my broken wings and erase it all. Someday you'll see, until the last bell ringing the dirge completes." So again, you can travel back and forth between the escape and the illusion, but really you probably exist somewhere in between, and that's okay. Thank you all for being here. If you have any feedback, please let me know. Otherwise, take care of yourself. You've been worth it from the beginning.